My name is Zoe Clues and I'm founder of Zoe Clues & Associates in Harley Street. I'm a mental health practitioner and therapist specialising in complex PTSD, anxiety and depression, and I welcome recovery because never in my 18 years in practice have I been as gravely concerned about the mental health of the nation as I am now. In fact, I'm horrified. I am treating a high volume of clients who suffered with no pre-existing anxiety or depression prior to the lockdowns who are now suffering terribly. I'm seeing young children who are rapidly developing OCDs, whose parents assure me were non-existent prior to March. Some of these children are beginning to view other children, people as contagions. Many are terrified of death or their parents dying, and that isn't usual unless they've experienced that directly or they've experienced a really big trauma. But we could, of course, argue that that is exactly what they're being subjected to on a daily basis, trauma, what we're all being subjected to. And of course, there are those who already had struggles who are suffering even more viciously with the restrictions. And these are just my clients, of course, the people who can afford therapy. What about the ones who can't? But none of us have to look very far or wide, do we, to see the utter devastation occurring to mental health. And if we switch on the TV or browse social media, and there it is, yet another piece of heartbreaking news. Now, COVID is extremely well represented right now. The cost to all other lives is not. To ignore this is to put all other lives at great risk. This is why I am so honoured to be on the Mental Health Committee for Recovery. We are calling for a reasonable, balanced response to COVID to give equal regard to all lives, to safeguard what makes life worth living, to get the economy moving for the sake of our children, to hold a comprehensive public inquiry and to behave with humanity. It is time for recovery, and that time is now.